So there's two major views on the role of managers and the overall success of an organization. The first view is that managers are omnipotent, which basically means that they're all-knowing and all-powerful, and they have total control of the organization. And so the managers, particularly the top managers, are ultimately responsible for the success and failure of the organization. If the organization is a success, it's because the manager made good decisions. If it's a failure, it's because the manager made bad decisions. This is opposed to the symbolic view of managers, which basically says that the managers have very limited impact. In a lot of cases, that is the external environment that determines whether or not an organization is ultimately a success or failure. So the managers are not individually responsible for that. Now, these are two views on, or two ends of a continuum. But which is true? Well, really, they're both correct to some extent. Now, the external environment is hugely important, all right, in terms of whether or not the organization is ultimately going to be a success or a failure. But also the managers are important because the managers make decisions inside of the organization. The managers do a lot that influence whether or not the people are going to work hard and will ultimately be successful. So both of these views are correct to some extent, and both of them are wrong, but because they're both important. The external environment is important and the manager is important.